Welcome to this YouTube video. Hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to go over a basic principle on how to check your oil in your car. I know that most people who own cars know how to do this, but perhaps you are a teenager and maybe you just got your license and just got your first car and you're not sure how to maintain your car. Or maybe you've lived in a city your whole life, a big city, and you've always used public transportation and you've never had a car. And now you've moved to the country or the suburbs and you bought yourself a car. Or possibly one other thing I thought of was maybe you recently become a widow and possibly your spouse has always taken care of your car for you. But whatever the situation is, I know that there are people who are not knowledgeable how to do this simple thing. So I thought I would just make this little video, only take a few minutes, and explain to you how it's done. So let's get started. Now the first thing you need to do is open the hood. So come over here. Just open the driver's side door. And down on the bottom on the left, there's a little lever, and it even has a car on it with shows the hood lifted up. All you do is pull that lever, and that will release the first latch. Now what you do is you go to the front of the car. And where the hood came up, you just stick your hand in there until you feel for the other lever, and it's right here on this car. And you just pull it over to the side, and then it comes up. Now to hold the hood up, there's a rod right here. And you just take this rod, and you push it up to the slot where it's supposed to go, right there, and then you can let it go. Now there's lots of other cars that are higher quality, and they have shocks or coil springs. When you lift the hood up, it'll just stay by itself. They don't have rods. So, next thing is you got to find the oil dipstick. On this car, it's very easy. It says right on the dipstick, engine oil. There's also another dipstick. This one is the automatic transmission dipstick. And it says right on it, AT oil, automatic transmission oil. So it's very easy to know which is which. So all you do is pull this out, and then you wipe it off really good. Wipe really good, and then I'm going to show you on the dipstick, the end of the dipstick. Make sure you get a good, you can see what's on there. Can you see that? On the end of the dipstick here, you'll see an F, which means full, and you'll see an L, which means low. So from here to here is roughly a quart. Right on the dipstick here it says 1.0 liters. A quart is a little bit more than a liter. So right, it's about a quart between there to there. And all you do is stick this back in there for about 1 or 2 seconds. And then pull it back out. And now you'll see the oil comes up all the way to the dot there. So this car is full, it has enough oil in it, and you don't need to add anything to it. Now I just want to say that the best time to check the oil is after the car has not been running for a while, because you want to make sure that the oil all drains down into the oil pan, because that's the way you get the best the most accurate reading. And if you did need oil, where you put the oil will go right here. Here's your oil cap, and on this oil cap, this just screws off, and it says right on the oil cap what weight oil you need. Right here, SAE 5 weight 20 for this car. And if you don't know, not all caps have the weight of the oil you need. So if you're not sure, you can just go to Google and put in your year and make of your car, and it will come up and tell you what weight oil you need into it. And all you do is you take the cap off. If let's just say it's a quart low, if it's a quart low, you take the cap off and you put a quart in there. I use a funnel, this way you don't spill oil onto the engine. You put the oil in there, and then you want to check the oil again, but like I said, you want to wait about 5 minutes so that the oil you put in there flows down into the oil pan so that you get an accurate reading. Okay, and then once you put the oil in there, you do the same exact thing, read it. If it's full, then you're all done. You're done. Now, if you pull this, if for some reason you pull this out, check the oil, and there's no reading at all, then that means you're at least 2 quarts low, and I would advise you not to drive the car until you get some oil and put it in, because a car that does not have enough oil in it can seize up and ruin the motor. Very important. Oil is extremely important, and you want to make sure that you always have enough. And my suggestion is to check it probably once a week. And I can't think of anything else to say at this time. I think I got pretty much all of it. And thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe. Thank you very much.